Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac, Kemba does it again.
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer. Oh! Huggins! Double order!
Again, comes down to fundamental. Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win!
Yes! Yes! Trip to the Sweet 16. Taney's got it. Rises up. The shot. And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The flipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
What's going on, fellas?
What up? What up?
What up? What up? Going on?
Brutal. Losing the night on some absolutely brutal fucking play.
Dude, this guy is 10-4. He just sent me his action.
10-6. 10-6 because Sacred Heart's a bunch of fucking.
He's 10-6, and this guy's like pissed off about it. Chat, absolutely roast this man tonight.
If anybody watched the Sacred Heart game, you'll fucking get it. You'll fucking
Blame
get it.
him.
All they had to
Blame
do
him.
was miss a free throw. Somebody missed a fucking free throw.
This guy
No,
will never be
nobody
happy.
missed
He wants to be Biff Tannen and Back to the Future so fucking bad, and you that's non-existent. I'm 8-6, and I've lost by the hook, and I'm ecstatic. A unit a day goes a long way. You've seen
I'm just
it.
happy.
with my
I'm
record.
just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Well, we got USC pissing away a 15-point lead. Sacred Heart blowing the fucking game after they
Merrimack
right
pissed
there
away
for the
a
cover.
15-point lead too.
Sacred Heart was up. It wasn't
college
15.
basketball.
It
What
was
do you
12.
expect?
At least 12.
You handicap
Sacred
games
Heart
on a
had the
college
lead prior to
basketball podcast. You've seen that many times.
I know, but it's incredibly infuriating.
Did you see the fucking
Incredibly
Arkansas
infuriating.
game?
He's
Yeah, I
10.
cashed out because of Trent. So I didn't watch much of it. I watched the Cincy Iowa State game because I was out. And
Trent
about.
was hot today. 2-0 with Trent with me earlier. Iowa State in.
Same. We ride with Trent, baby.
No, FIU is going to be covering all game and blow it. UCF starting to blow it.
They were flirting with that number the entire game. Jacksonville State's
That
been
game-
up like 7-10.
Yeah, but they were within double digits the whole time. Now they're just falling apart, and they're going to foul.
Yeah, but I mean,
They'll get a shot. They'll foul to the bitter end, lose by fucking 9 or 10. Just UCF, please just cover for the love of God. I can't have all my night plays fucking end in failure.
all right. Well, okay.
Well, glad we started to show off on a rant from a guy that's fucking 10-4.
Guys,
God
10
damn.
Guys, 10-6 or 10-5, which it's not even 10-6 yet because
He's calling 10-6 because he thinks that fucking USC is losing.
Right. This chat, we need you to roast. Imagine, hand up in the chat if you would be ecstatic being 10-6 on the night, or I mean, at least feeling good. You know, what's a little dinner change on 10-6?
Yeah, it's just
What do you want? What do you?
it's not fun. I wanted somebody to just miss a fucking free throw. Just somebody. All you had to do was miss one fucking free throw, win or lose the game by one. That's all I wanted. Nope, absolutely pure from the line both times. Of course.
Was it Bud Clark?
No, fucking Becht or whatever, Adam Becht or some shit.
Yeah.
Some white
but
kid.
wait,
He stepped up. I was like, of course this kid's gonna make both of them. Nothing but net each time.
Who does Bud Clark play for?
Merrimack.
And why'd you fucking fade them?
Because I like Sacred Heart today.
You never faded Merrimack.
Merrimack struggles to cover multi-possession numbers.
Not
And,
today.
they were, and then fucking
Possession.
Sacred Heart didn't score for 10 goddamn minutes. And then of course they forced overtime. They couldn't just fucking lose by one. Bullshit. Those refs were terrible too, by the way.
I'll tell you one. They got a little sweaty towards the end, but got it done. They were up all game. Tim Miles welcomed Sundance Wicks into the Mountain West tournament. Come hang
Yeah,
out in San Jose State with these.
That
And-
flipped to what's her nuts? Wyoming favored.
And if ands, butts, and candies were nuts, every day would be Christmas. West Virginia, Colorado over 127.5. Lost it by the hook. But, Trevor, He didn't hop off on the Butler train with the do not bet list. Glad I did. Another great bet of the night, and that was also in the fave parlay as well too, which is pending UC Santa Barbara.
FIU just lost by 9. I had them +8. Fucking sick.
McNeese, I lost by -10.5. That was brutal. But we moved. We're happy. And then Iowa hit. Quinnipiac team total over hit with ease. Georgetown lost. They were kind of back and forth. They came back and then lost. American, no sweat. Cal was kind of a sweat. So 8-5, and then 8-6 with Kansas State. Pending USC, Seton Hall cooked. UC Santa Barbara, hopefully. UCF, and then UC Davis, Northern Colorado. I didn't get in on Georgia. I think I might have missed my window too.
I'm in Oklahoma. I don't even know what the score. I wasn't even paying attention to that game. I was too busy screaming at Sacred Heart on the TV.
Georgia's up 3 right now. Up 6.
Great. Yep.
Up 6. I definitely missed my live. I capped that perfectly. First half would be rough. I could get a live window, and I just kind of missed it. So it's all right. Such is life. We move.
Now I got to sweat Rutgers to miss a shot, and the refs are going to bail them out with a foul. God,
Double
5
OT,
seconds.
my guy.
Last 2 games of the night. Ball hard, Britt. We're all on Northern Colorado, and I'm on UC Davis as well.
Yep, I'm on UC Davis money line. Actually, I played at money line. I think I had it +3.5 in the. I'll change that right now on the picks page, but I played a money line instead because I got it at. I didn't get it at +3.5 like we liked it last night. I ended up getting it at +2, so I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll hit the money line." Better defense, so we'll switch that real quick.
Trevor looks like Lord Farquaad. I mean, if he had a Miller Lite in his hand, fucking.
Never got a Farquaad before.
LOL at Huff. Yep. Come on. Jordan LaRose. What's up, man? Georgia money line. Nice.
Did anybody else ride Grambling Fordham or Colorado with me?
Not money line.
I picked all different opposite ones, but I didn't bet most of those games. But we got to shout out Mob Rules. Mob Rules, thanks for the $10. Appreciate you, man. You guys triple locking Indiana tomorrow? I am definitely locking the Hoosiers. There's 0 chance in hell Trevor locks the Hoosiers. I am fully confident he will just pick Oregon to pick Oregon.
No, I've bet Indiana before. I bet them against Purdue.
You didn't one time. You laid 12.5 against Purdue or with Purdue.
Yeah, well, I bet them against them. What's the number? +1.5? Ugh. I have an Oregon future.
So hedge it. First round, go Hoosiers. Lock in. 11:30.
It's not like it's enough to fucking worry about hedging, but
double down then. But yeah, shout out Mob Rules. Thanks for the $10, man. Much
shout out Mob. Appreciate you, guy.
I'm locking the Hoosiers. We can go into our caps in a little bit because it's up there. So
I've been worried about this flipping all fucking day. I woke up to this was like 1.5 or something. I was like, oh my God. I'm really worried about you. I think they're still dogs, right?
Yeah, they are. I took the money line. Britt.
I got the 3.5 last night. Thank God. I've just been sitting there waiting for it to flip to a favorite all damn day. Thank God they didn't.
Who cares?
It matters, man. It matters. Look at Wyoming today. Dog flipped the favorite, got smoked.
When it's a pick'em though, and there's like 8 different books, you can probably find like multiple different prices of that book itself. Like I can find I could have found USC +1 or -1 today, this morning, till it moves to 2. But I don't know. That's just my thought on that.
Fair.
But I like the bit. I'm all for it. I'll tail it.
I did open up one of my other offshore books today, and I had a free $50 free bet. So I did USC money line, Santa Barbara money line, and then Oklahoma plus 3.5. So that would be really sick if that came home tonight. Are you on Georgia money line or?
No, I didn't bet it. I was trying to wait for them to get plus money, and they did, and I got sidetracked while we were making banners, hanging out in here. So,
All right, well, let's pray for
perfectly. Like first half, they're going to be plus money. Don't want to lay points to them right away. Get them at plus money, but might be too late. We'll see. It'll be a 1-point game or so soon. But I am on
by 3
with you in Northern Colorado.
Holy shit! Kyle took UCF money line on the show this morning.
He took what?
UCF money line. I don't even know if he took the points.
Don't curse him.
1 now. No, I'm not. There's 9 minutes left. I'm just saying, like, still, for it to be 9 minutes left and you're there, that's a ridiculous.
Fuck Peacock.
There's nothing wrong with Peacock. Get more screens.
Yeah, so we're Elliot's having a good day. I think I saw him at like 12-4, right?
Yep, 12-4, 13-5, pending Rutgers. Rutgers probably not going to get it done, looks like. So that'll be 13-6, 14-6.
You shut your whore mouth.
Jacksonville State.
They're up 5 in second overtime. Don't say anything. Quit it.
And then sitting on, I got UC Santa Barbara pending. The over in that KU UCF, UC Davis money line, Northern Colorado minus 2.5. So,
yep. Look at the boys. Right. If USC covers 1.5 plus 1.5, 9-6, let's go. The boys are feeling good. Unlike Trevor though, he's fucking getting like teeth kicked in. It's 10-6.
Well, did you guys ride Utah Valley?
No, I didn't bet. I picked Utah Valley. I just didn't bet it.
Terrible spot for Utah Tech. They played at home, then you got to travel and play. They got screwed, but yeah, I got USC, SMU minus 9, UCF plus 10.5, and then Davis plus 3.5 to end the day. But yeah, dude, every dog that I bet on the money line won today. I was Fordham, Grambling, and Colorado, and Iowa. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, Sacred. Fuck those guys. They better block me. I had some choice words. Okay, it wasn't entirely all their fault. The refs were pretty bad, but they were fucking terrible. Those late possessions, just running out of control into the lane, just ball going out. They gave that game away. All you had to do was score a single point within that fucking 5 minutes, 7 minutes you didn't score, and you would have won the goddamn game.
Was Kyle on Sacred Heart, or do you guys bet that on the show? Or
no, he doesn't talk about those guys. Well, I guess he does a little bit. We didn't talk about it. I liked it. I was waiting to see if it would go up or not, and it didn't all day. I was like, man, that's kind of weird. It's just sat at 3.5 all day. And so I didn't get a better number, but I took the points in the money line like I have with every other dog for the most part today, except for Notre Dame and Cincy. Oh, and LSU. But none of those dogs ever stood a chance.
Christopher Aguirre, I don't know. I picked Grand Canyon. I didn't bet it though. That line's kind of hung around 8.5, pretty much. So I stayed away from it.
I picked Grand Canyon too. It's going to be a home game for them. They travel well. They're in Vegas, so I picked Grand Canyon. Don't know how they'll come out though. So we'll see. I will. I'm not betting it. I'm on the other two games: UC Davis money line, Northern Colorado minus 2.5. I do not mind. I do not mind the Grand Canyon team total over that Joe had brought up in the chat earlier on. So I can definitely get on board with that team total over for the Grand Canyon.
I didn't even know they played tonight.
Yep, they played at 10:30 as well. There's 3 games.
Are we riding that money line or team total?
We can. I like it. Joe brought it up in the chat. I don't mind the team total there.
I'll be honest, I didn't know they played tonight. I didn't even look at this.
For what game?
Grand Canyon. Team total over in the Grand Canyon against UTA.
All right. Gen M, I was 9-1 at one point this afternoon. Now I'm 13-5. Well, Gen M, Trevor would be having an aneurysm if that was him, basically. So hopefully you're happy and enjoying a glass of wine or something. But let's go, Jen. Good stuff. Good stuff. 13-5. That's making the playoffs for sure.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Shall we?
Just it's just infuriating to be right there, and then you ripped away from you. That was one of my bigger bets today, too.
Dude,
I know, but that was one of my bigger bets. They were right there. All I needed was somebody to miss a damn free throw, and nobody would.
I have bet
like,
1,800 games this season. That shit will make you go crazy if you think like that every game. Almost.
I've bet almost 1,000.
I know.
I bet over 1,000.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to one up to I bet 1,800. I'm just saying.
No.
You bet that many games. You're up 1,000. You bet 1,000 bets. You've definitely seen some shit. You've gone to war if it's college basketball. So I don't know. I just don't think like that. Almost like try to forget it, block it out, unless it's some like weird, crazy stuff like that Green Bay game last year. That was ridiculous.
I mean, I like for every bad beat you have a fucking bullshit win that you didn't deserve, but just it sucks. It sucks. Like I get it. I'm just mad, and I'm mad in the moment. I was mad in the moment. I have to, if USC wins, I have to go delete some tweets. But
well, you're 10-6. You got if you're 10-6, you got to smile at.
No, I'm not. I'm not mad. I am mad. I'm upset in the moment. I'm fine overall. I'm just mad at the game. Mad at the game.
Yeah. Shout out, Wesper, Adam. Yep. Thanks for the Hawkeyes money line. Yep. Good stuff. Hawkeyes money line.
Oh, Jen was on money. Hawkeyes. There we go.
Next day, take it, run with it, whatever.
I didn't know Jen was on Hawkeyes too.
Shit. I got some stories, Jordan LaRose. We'll go off-season stories of my war stories. Not stolen valor. I won't say war. Definitely seen some shit though. So don't want to be stolen valor guy. Grandpa of a colonel. So can't be stolen valor.
I don't know if Kyle's
Walker Smith, 5-0, currently on the day with a parlay lurking. All right, let's lurk around. Don't jinx it. All right, let's go. 5-0. Nice. Let's go. What we got here?
This man was giving me shit for betting Iowa in the money line. Incredible.
Ohio
you know
State.
What it was? Was that 5.5?
I capped it perfectly. Iowa's got nothing to play for other than just play with their hearts, while Ohio State has everything to play for. So it's a conference tournament look-ahead spot for a team on the bubble, 100%. And the Hoosiers could be there as well.
It was the pressure spot. They had all the pressure in the world. Same with McNeese. McNeese won, but they didn't cover. And my dumbass, I gave it out on the show this morning, and I forgot to do it.
Let's chill out with that.
They were at home. They were expected to win. That game was tight late. But they almost pulled another bullshit.
Lamar, check it.
Yep.
Cash it.
I liked it. Forgot to bet.
Move on for tomorrow.
That's
Cash it.
Yeah, whatever. You guys don't know.
Justin, I think let's all be on. Are you Huff? You gonna get on Grand Canyon over 77.5? We'll ride it.
I'll do it. I also I didn't Benedict. I'm not betting Northern Colorado. I don't like the line just sitting there. So call me a bitch. I backed off.
You're a bitch.
Come on. Flowers for the Iowa-Ohio State cap. Flowers. All right, let's get into this. Some more flowers. Bowling Green versus Akron. Akron minus 11. Over-unders 150.5. It's at minus 11.5. I'm seeing too. It's too easy, right? Akron's going to drill them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking too.
This is in Cleveland, right? All the games are in Cleveland, pretty sure.
Yeah. Bowling Green's not that far, but are their fans really going to travel is the question.
Dude, I might lay with Akron. I cannot do Bowling Green.
Sometimes the gross ones are the ones that are best. Who wants to bet Bowling Green? Nobody.
I think you'd be surprised. I look at some splits. People are betting Bowling Green.
Really?
They haven't played since January 3rd. Akron won by 3 at Bowling Green. Just it's tough laying that many points in conference tournament season. But I mean, Akron's been drilling teams. I think I'm gonna go Akron here, man.
I don't know. Feels too easy. Everybody's gonna bet them. That's all they did all year was just fuck up teams. Like, I'm not saying they lose, but like 12 points. Is that kid's name Marcus Johnson? Yeah, that's disrespect to Marcus Johnson.
Trevor doesn't know his Ohio geography, by the way. It's okay. It's a weird state.
I know Akron's in Ohio somewhere. Bowling Green. Bowling Green is too, or is that Kentucky? That's Kentucky.
There is a Bowling Green, Kentucky, but that's not Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's not Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's Bowling Green, Ohio.
So,
but yeah, Akron's closer. Akron's damn near up there.
I have to
I'll lay it with Akron here. I'll lay it. I'll be on the 11. Bet it now if you want, because I think this will probably go up a few points. So if you like Akron here, bet it now.
Yeah, not if you're like in Dayton driving all the way east Ohio. You'd be surprised. Kind of fucking. But yeah, it's basically a few hours. Ohio, weak ass Midwest state. All right, so you taking Bowling Green then, Trevor? What are you doing?
I'll pick Bowling Green. I'm probably not going to bet this though. It's the morning game.
There's a lot of morning games. I was disciplined on Davidson, man. That would have pissed me off to start the day.
Oh, I'm glad I forgot to put it out because I did have Davidson. Good God.
Santa Barbara by the hook, baby.
Fave parlay.
Catch the fave.
Fave parlay.
Plus 430. Plus 430. Bang, bang, bang. We don't tweet it. We don't tweet it out, so it only works when you're in here. Or if you look at our sheets, the only time you get it.
An exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Good call taking Arkansas money line. So.
Yep. Yeah.
Would have hit regardless.
They're laying favorites. Yeah. I don't know if it was 4 or 3.5 on DraftKings last night.
It was still 3.5 last night, but I'll tell you, I'll take this one. Say Bonaventure's winning this game. I know that they've fallen back. They still managed to be 21-10. I mean, most of that comes from the first half of the season, but they're still 21-10. I like the Bonnie's defense. We're going to see a lot of defense in this game. USA Network game. Duquesne can bring some defense as well too, but Bonaventure's just got a little bit more bona fide Bonaventure defense. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take it. Bonaventure already beat Duquesne. They split one though and lost on the road in Pittsburgh by like 18. So I think Bonaventure's a sneaky dark horse in this tournament, and Duquesne is a competitive, gritty team. I know that they cover the kind of the 5.5s, the 4.5s, but on the short spread, I'm going to take Bonaventure with the price. Give me the Bonnies in the early window. Definitely betting that.
Yeah, I was already on the Bonnies. You guys saw my text earlier. I love the Bonnies tomorrow. I got their future, but I still think they're going to win. They played some tough opponents during that losing stretch. I mean, they had St. Louis, Mason, VCU, Loyola Chicago on the road, George Washington, and then Rhode Island on the road, and then St. Joe's on the road. Like, the teams they're supposed to beat, they did. I guess you could argue LaSalle was the team they should have beat. They didn't. But other than that, the losses are St. Joe's, Rhode Island, Washington, Loyola, Mason, VCU, Duquesne, and St. Louis. I mean, like, not cakewalk teams. So I like them tomorrow. Show up here. They're coming in on a 2-game win streak, playing pretty good. Last time they played Duquesne, they did beat them, but they did lose already. So it's a 1-1 series. But I think they're playing better than Duquesne right now coming into this. Duquesne also VCU St. Louis overtime loss, and now they're going to play Bonaventure. I think it's a tough spot. So let's go Bonnies.
Yep, I'll be on the Bonnies here as well. PFP squad right here, early morning window. I think that the Bonnies, they played, obviously, to start the year. They were a covering machine. They were everybody's ATS darling. kind of faded there in the middle of the season, but here down the stretch, they won 4 of their last 5. They're playing good basketball. I know Duquesne has been playing better, and they've kind of continued to get better throughout their season, especially with the new coach that they have. But I think it's a Bonnie spot here. So yeah, I'll be on the Bonnies as well. I like the -1.5. So yep, give me the Bonnies, lay the points.
You guys can take this one.
No. It's your team. You know the deal.
No. My team got eliminated. Unfortunately, they didn't make their MAC tournament. But enough said. You know who I'm betting. I don't care. I'll be for the fandom. They had Oregon at Oregon. Ref show. Couldn't make shots. Classic IU stuff. Little vengeance, little rivalry. Home game for IU. I know it's Dana Altman. Tough fading Dana Altman. Get him on a good price here too. But all bias in me. I'm taking this one. Knockdown. Hoosiers, hottest team in the country. I mean, you could probably find 20 better prices for them live as well too, but like I did with Ohio State game Saturday, took them live to win by 1-10 margin at like plus 400.
Here, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for this game instead, because I'm sitting on an Oregon futures ticket, but this line feels trappy. You get Dana Altman versus Mike Woodson, and he's a 2-point favorite. Not a huge fan of that. I'll take some Indiana conference future. How's that sound?
We don't want that.
They already beat Michigan State. Michigan State, they'd love to lose a game before they go to the actual tournament. Then after, if Indiana beats Oregon and Michigan State, where are they sitting? That's the semis, right? I believe.
They beat Michigan State. The problem is they already beat Michigan State once. So I'm nervous about that.
Michigan State won't be. I don't think they'd be too upset with a loss. Because Izzo was on Pardon My Take the other day, and he was talking about how much more the regular season matters than the conference tournament. And I just kind of got the vibe that he's fine if they lose a game in the tournament, just to reset, get their edge in their not that they lost it, but just chip on the shoulder, some little edge back. Whoever wins this game, I think beats Michigan State, and is going to find themselves in the semis. It's kind of where I sit. I just don't want to bet against my own conference future ticket, but it's not like I have enough on it to hedge off of it. Like I don't have multiple units on it. I just got like $10 on it to win like 160, so nothing crazy. But no, they don't even have the fucking Big Ten. Oh, because it's playing right now, idiot. I'll take Oregon. I'm not going to bet it though. I already got enough to worry about in this game.
Both teams are playing. Both teams are playing good. Here down the stretch, I tend to. I'll be on Indiana. Oregon's first time in the Big Ten tournament. Give me Indiana here. Ride the hot hand. I know they're both pretty hot down the stretch. I think Oregon's won their last 6 in a row. So I'll take Indiana here. Does worry me a little bit. Going against Dana Altman, always a good coach, as you saw last year in the tournament. Always a pretty good X's and O's coach, can kind of get his team to really get going and down the stretch, especially in the in these tournament angles. But I'll be on Indiana here, plus the 1.5. Might as well just do Indiana money line. We'll go for that. Here's reclaim. Let's take a reclaim.
Chandler, yeah, we're on. Elliot's on UC Davis money line. I'm on their spread. Yes, sir. Yeah, Trevor. Just so you know, Bowling Green, Kentucky is where Western Kentucky is. It's like I think the Corvette factory is down there. Pretty sure too. It's cool. It's kind of a cool place. A little down 65. Little old 65. All right, yeah. IU, little bias pick, lock in. Just win one more. Win one more. One more. We're good. Trevor's just picking Oregon. Bastard.
I'm not betting this game. I mean, still keeping the faith in Idaho State. Yeah, we'll get them next time. About 300 or 250 days. We'll get them back. Don't worry about it. Revenge is on the mind for the Bengals.
I can't wait for October already. All right.
No, you got to live in the moment right now. This is the best time of year.
Says the guy that's
off.
I don't want to hear that from the guy that's 10-6 and crying about it.
I told you, I was just pissed in the moment. I'm not an upset individual. I was just mad. I live in the moment. I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
You're not an upset individual.
I live in the moment. You can't deny that I do not just live in the moment.
You get upset about being 10-6, 10 and that.
12-6.
Damn, Seton Hall.
4.
Damn, Seton Hall missed the. Oh my God, they missed the. I almost got the plus 11.5. That would have been hilarious.
Is this true, Rick? Are you actually keeping track? Because that's an absurd hit rate. It's 79% if that's real. I'm going to start just betting all that.
What did it say? I was putting in my picks.
Trevor liking and not betting a pick is 79%. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be how my luck would go.
Yep, and then it hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Mammoth Cave, yep. Mammoth Cave, yep. Jen knows Midwest. She knows Midwest. Y'all on the Grizz? Nah, Chandler, we're on the Golden Bears. I felt kind of swayed by it, but I still placed my bet.
I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan that the line hasn't moved.
Oh, I mean, Montana's a great team, and they've been many times.
This KU game is wild.
Dude, I know.
Good hit on the over.
Yep. Cash that shit. That was easy.
I'm thinking, do I get it?
I was liking the under today, and it was like 155 or something, 154, 156, and I'm pretty sure that's higher than what it was both of the games they played. So it's like they're going on a neutral, third time they played each other. Sure, the under is going to hit again, but clearly not.
Well, did you guys do the Grand Canyon thing? What was the Grand Canyon thing?
Team total over 77.5.
I got 76.5, minus 130, but I can't do alt team totals, so that's where I'm sitting. 5 active tonight. 6. God, I love this time of year.
I got 70. Wait, no, shit, I was looking at the wrong game. Sorry. Someone want to kick off the next game though? This awesome game.
Duke, Georgia Tech under. I don't know. No, I'm not backing Georgia Tech in any way. No chance in hell. You could argue that maybe they don't full effort this, considering they got like an actual tournament and actual championship to worry about, but. Neutral floor, we've seen these ACC games, like they're ugly. Like they can't score. Like nobody can score. So maybe the Duke 21.5 is a bit high, but they get a lot at the rim. Georgia Tech, I don't think is going to be really stopping them too much. I think I'm actually going to probably look at a Georgia Tech team total under if it's even actually up yet.
Yeah, I'm with Britt. I'm seeing 78.5 now.
For Duke?
No, for Grand Canyon. Oh. There's 78.5, 77.5 on Caesars.
77.5
because I'll be in Puerto Rico next week, so I got Caesars locked in.
77.5 is on Caesars.
Caesars is the only book, and BetMGM are the only legal books on Puerto Rico, but I will be going to Caesars because I am a Caesars Rewards member and prefer Caesars properties over MGM in Vegas, even though it's ball hard. Florida only bet Hard Rock. That stinks. That stinks. Elliott book. I got them all. They used to have this like wheel you'd spin for your free bet. If you like sign someone up, you'd spin the wheel. It's kind of sick.
Yeah. I'll for this game. I'll be on. I like that Georgia Tech team total under. They already played a physical defense in Virginia. Now they play an even better defense in Duke. Neutral site game. Georgia Tech has shown that they can struggle to score at times. So I don't mind that Georgia Tech team total under. That would be the way that I would bet it. No, not sure if I'll actually bet it, but I will pick Georgia Tech plus the 21.5. I think it's just kind of a sleepy spot for them if I'm choosing a side. So give me Georgia Tech with the points. But I would look at that team total under as an official bet.
Oh yeah, I have. I'm taking Georgia Tech with the points here, and I got 22.5 locked in here available. Let's see what the first half is got. First half is plus 13.5. I kind of like that.
Georgia, Duke hasn't played here yet. The rims are tight. Nobody's making shots anyway.
I think I'm gonna do GT plus 13.5 first half. We'll see if I bet GT full game. But let's let that climb before the end of the show and bet it. So because that's already moved. Come on, this isn't Cameron.
This will go up. Everyone's gonna bet Duke.
True.
I feel like if you bet Duke, the only way you do it is you wait, hop in Georgia Tech later live, or you just take the Tech team total under because I don't think there's gonna be a ton of points. But I'm not betting a full game under. No chance in fucking hell. First half under maybe.
I wouldn't in conference tournament. I'm not betting full game unders in conference tournament season. You never know what happens on foul game. So
this is a fair point. First half unders are nothing.
And I would be careful. I'd be alarmed about team total under. I think team total unders are safer, but I'm just saying unders. First half unders we've hit. I'm fine with all that, like certain game unders. But just saying, I mean, full game unders sometimes can get dicey because of that foul game, and maybe it's not baked in or cooked in for like the mid-major games as much, you know?
Yeah.
So give me GT here. All right, Butler, St. John's. There might be back on the do not bet list, or are they? I don't know. I can't fade St. John's, but I feel like it's a lot of points. I'll pick Butler. I'm not betting this.
I feel like you take St. John's first half.
Well, I don't mind that. 6.5.
They're played in this building a bunch. St. John's is another team I think would be fine losing. I don't think they're going to lose, but I'm not sure how much max effort they're going to give. Butler's the far more desperate team, and they have the physical guards and everything. I know St. John's has played here, so they're more used to it, but I still think Butler's all right, but I don't want to bet them full game. I think if you fade them, you probably fade them first half, just because St. John's comes out hot and then they kind of just put off the gas a little bit in the second half. Looking ahead to the next day, or just kind of coasting through this tournament potentially.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Butler. I'm not betting this. No way. Elliot.
Yeah, I'll be on Butler plus the 12.5. It does scare me that this line is this big. St. John's beat them by 6 and 4 in the 2 games in the regular season. So the number feels like it's gigantic, but is it gigantic for a reason? Not quite sure. Don't really feel like I want to back Butler 2 games in a row. I don't want to push my luck in that regard. So I'll pick Butler plus the 12.5.
Yeah. All right. Look at that. I've learned my lesson. Butler hit tonight. Fantastic. I went against my own word in November. It's a March card though, as we called it, right, Elliot? A little March card. Pulled the card there and bet him, and it's a great way to to sign off on them because it was sweat-free. Bye, Providence, you freaking morons. All those guys tweeting at Moneyline Mac. You guys are a bunch of morons. Fucking losers. Iowa State's only laying 2.5 against BYU. BYU played them tough each time. Man.
Yeah.
One in Hilton.
Iowa State's got injuries. Lipsy went to the locker room today late in the second half. It looked like he had a groin or some injury like that. And then Keyshawn Gilbert didn't even play the whole second half. He just stayed in his warm-up jersey. He never suited up, he was. I guess he was suited up, but he never was coming in. And then when he was getting up off the bench, he was very, very limp. Yeah, I got it up on my quad box. He was very limp. He didn't look in great shape. So I'm honestly going to play BYU here. I'm gonna take the points. I'm gonna wait for this, hopefully, to get up over 3, maybe a 3.5, and then take them points and money line again. I know it's a home game for Iowa State, basically, but Lipsy and Gilbert hurt. That's brutal. So no, thank you. I'll be on BYU here, and if it doesn't even move up to 3.5, I love it even more because everybody in the brothers are gonna bet Iowa State tomorrow.
They said just looking at some things. Lipsy should be able to play despite the groin. So
he can easily re-aggravate it.
Looks like he should be available tomorrow against BYU. And then Keyshawn Gilbert, uncertainty on Keyshawn Gilbert. So,
dude, everyone and their brothers betting on him. I don't want to hear that nonsense. It worked out plenty today, and I love being chalky sometimes. Give me the chalk. I will take Iowa State on their record alone. I know it became public, but I'm not going to fade that record in the Big 12 tournament.
Fair. If I were you, I'd bet them now then. Hopefully I can get a 3.5 or something. We can middle the shit out of it, but I'll be on Moneyline and BYU tomorrow.
What a shot by UCF.
No. Bro, I know.
Type that shit up.
I just bet them. So.
God, if they lose by 11 in overtime, I'm going to be mad.
Yep, I will. I'll be on Iowa State here. I have a future on them to win the Big 12 tournament. Hilton South, there's going to be a lot of people there. BYU, I think, will surprisingly. I mean, they had traveled well, and they've got BYU fans all over the damn country, so they'll be out and about. But yeah, I'll take Iowa State minus the 2.5. I think that they're really going to be thinking about that game that they lost, the double overtime game that they lost at home against BYU. I think they roll here. So give me Iowa State minus 2.5. It'll be a bet, and I'll bet it now. As Trevor said, don't want to miss the line jumping up even more because I am seeing some 3.5s out there.
Hurry up! I'm already on it. Hurry up! Get on the train.
I'm in there.
The cyclone's coming. Baby bash. Move your body like a cyclone. Let's go.
Hey.
What up, Virgil? Let's get the chat going a little bit. Danny Dumbship, R.I.P. Big Oliver Miller. What's up, fellas?
Clock out, Virgil. It's almost time. 24 minutes, baby.
One leg always on the parlays. That sucks. Sorry, dude.
You round robin those. You would have made money if you round robin it. If I do that, I always put a little on the parlay, but I more go on the round robins if I do those.
Yeah, it's no fun now. It's no fun.
I know, but
all right.
You want to make money at the end of the day.
I spelled this on purpose for Elliot. Let's lead it in. You got it, Elliot. South Florida versus Wichita State.
Jesus
Christ. Laying minus 3.5. Bunch of witches and warlocks in Wichita. Over-under is 143.5. What you got? I'm going to go put a spell on myself as well.
Yeah, you should. You should go stir that cauldron. They split the series here. Each one on the road. South Florida actually smoked them at home. They played really good. Shut the lights out against Wichita State there in Coke Arena in Wichita. I'll be on Wichita State here. I think that they can be sneaky. They can get past. They dropped that Tulsa game at home, which was kind of disappointing. I'm not quite sure what to think about that, especially losing 3 of their last 4. Tulsa didn't even make the damn American Athletic Conference tournament. But I'd like Wichita State to bounce back here. I do think that Paul Mills is getting a lot more out of his team, and he continues to get more out of his team. So I'll be on Wichita State, and they'll be pesky against Memphis tomorrow if they can get past South Florida. They'll be pesky in Memphis on Friday. So I look forward to maybe be betting in on the Wichita State plus the money against Memphis in that regard. But if South Florida matches up in Memphis, I think Memphis will kind of roll.
Yeah. I don't like South Florida away from home. I just never have this year. They're not the same team. Wichita coming in, you lost to the UAB North Texas. Like you mentioned Tulsa, but you did beat Rice. I mean, I guess 2 out of the 4 were decently tough games. I don't know what to do with this, honestly. Like, beat South Florida by 19, lost by 5. Or lost by 19, beat them by 5. Third time you're seeing them. South Florida sucks on the road. How many road games have they won this year? 1, 2 road games. They beat Wichita State on the road and then UTSA. I think a lot of people are going to see South Florida here losing 7 of their last 8 and take Wichita here, but something tells me South Florida. I hate it because they're not at home. Something tells me South Florida. I'll pick it. I'm not going to bet this game, though. No, thank you. I just think it's weird lines, kind of short. Wichita is a name brand. South Florida hasn't looked good on the road. They haven't looked good lately at all. It's only a 3.5-point spread. It feels a little suspect. I'll take South Florida with the points. Not going to bet this. Well, I say I'm not, but we'll see what happens.
I'm going to take Wichita State. I don't know if I'll bet this as well. I don't like the South Florida team. I know that they split. South Florida dominated, but I mean they lose 7 of their last 8 games of the season. Wichita did lose 3 of their last 4, but there was a magical run Wichita had with a few road games being there as well. And Wichita also has a couple of neutral game sites experience. They did play against St. Louis, Minnesota, and won, and got their breaks beat off by Florida, but that rightfully so. South Florida has played 2 games on a neutral against lesser competition. Give me Wichita on Dickey's Arena tomorrow.
Fair.
Yep, J-Dub sees it. Yep, my man. USF 0-4 ATS on a neutral. Yep, thanks, J-Dub. Very much like Wichita. Let's go. Hugh Jassel. Let's go. Need Cal Poly. All right.
By Rico Bosco is on Cal Poly. I was watching the Barstool stream, the Gambling Cave, and they were looking for a late play. He's like, "Oh, here we go. Cal Poly's 0-2 against Davis tonight. They're catching 1.5 or laying 1.5. The whole Gambling Cave is riding Cal Poly tonight. Just a heads up.
Makes me like Davis more.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm missing. All right, let's move on. Arkansas versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss is laying 3.5.
This is a good question, real quick. They have sweet tea in Wisconsin, Trevor?
Yes.
We have sweet tea.
Yeah.
What kind of sweet tea?
Does it
Like
suck?
sugar kind or like alcohol kind?
I
We
feel
got
like
both.
I feel like the sweet tea sucks probably in Wisconsin.
Tell you,
What do
maybe
you mean? He's got McDonald's. McDonald's has
No,
McDonald's tea
There's
slaps,
a
dude.
difference
That
with
shit slaps.
Southern sweet tea.
I like McDonald's. Yeah, I get that, but
That's what I'm
I
saying.
had tea at my grandma's in Indiana.
why are you acting like you have sweet tea? You're in the middle of fucking nowhere. On
Yeah,
the
you're
planet.
literally the middle of the country.
Me? I'm a world traveler. Get the fuck out of here.
So
I
I
try
am too. So
I try
I
sweet
am
tea
too.
from all the country. From all over
I
the
am
country.
too. What are you gonna say? Oh, Bojangles sweet tea is much better than
Hell,
McDonald's sweet tea.
Chicken Express sweet tea.
I mean,
What
okay.
the fuck is
I
that?
mean, if you want to pick and choose that, I'm sure a Southern person can make can make a sweet tea better than someone in the Northeast, but Northeast clam chowder is probably a little better than that. So
Coming after you.
Yeah, crew. Yeah, you damn right. I'm a crew lead. Yep. The window's gonna be popping tomorrow morning. I gotta get rolling on that. It's gonna be popping for Friday. Is there sweet tea in Wisconsin? What kind of question is that? Twisted teas. I'm not a big twisted tea. I like the Arnold Palmer spiked infused on the golf course, so it's fun. Arkansas versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss laying 3.5. Arkansas looked horrible today, but they looked so good at the same time.
Their shot quality score was 11 points less than what they had, and they went on a 10-minute scoreless drought. They were ridiculously hot in the first half.
Bro, what were they doing? Like, they were just making bonehead plays.
I didn't watch it. I just saw the live scores.
He threw it and got absolutely swatted at half court, just like stripped damn near. Like, there was like a lead pass right at the midline, and then he like caught it and like tried to throw it down court, and dude swatted it immediately. And then Jonell Davis trying to bank in the three. Like, what is he doing?
Hey, don't talk shit about Jonell.
Whatever, Jonell Davis. If you watched the game, you would have been absolutely fucking, and you were betting Arkansas. We all would have heard about it. So yeah, it was.
I would never talk shit about Jonell Davis. You got it.
We all would have heard about what he tried to do. That's
no shot. I would never talk shit about Jonell Davis. No shot.
I'll lay it with Ole Miss.
Are you on Arkansas, Trevor?
Yeah, I'm on Arkansas. They look so good, and then they fucked a lot of people. They almost screwed up a lot of shit today for people. No one's going to go back to them. I haven't been too impressed with this Ole Miss squad. They struggled to pull away and cover games. They've been all right, but as towards the end of the season, haven't looked amazing to me. So I'll take Arkansas with the points. They're better as a dog than they are a favorite. So I'll take Arkansas here, and I will. All right, let's go. Hogs up.
Yeah, you can crank that hog with Trent. I'll be on Ole Miss.
There's 0% chance he bets him tomorrow. He's gonna bet Ole Miss. He's gonna bet Ole Miss.
I don't care who he bet. He was 2-0 today with my plays. So
he stole your plays, so he got lucky.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll be on. I
will
Ole Miss
still
here.
No dub club, no paywall, all free. Just free. No dub club. Twitter Spaces. All right, what are you on? You're not cranking hog?
I'm not cranking hog. We'll leave Trevor to crank hog.
Oh, I'm gonna be cranking so much hog tomorrow,
dude. If Trent bets Arkansas, I'm gonna
bets Arkansas. I'm off.
I'm off work tomorrow, but I will be up in the morning. I'm gonna get a text in the morning too, and Trevor's like, he sends a picture of it. He's like, I'm cashing out of Arkansas right now, immediately.
Damn right. I did.
Actually, he's going to lead off with, call me a pussy. I don't care. I'm cashing out of Arkansas right now.
That one time.
Made out of the hot dog. That was one time. All right.
Whoa.
It's from Mean Girls. Yeah, I'm quoting Mean Girls. I'll quote Mean Girls multiple times. I'm not afraid of it.
I know that we wear pink on Wednesdays. That's the only line I know.
It's a good one.
I haven't seen that movie in like.
Dude, I like it when she's like,
12 years, 15 years.
There's a 74% chance it's raining outside, and it's fucking just pouring on her.
Upper works at Rotten Ronnie's more, Yeah, for the bit I do. No, I mean, I guess any corporate company is like that. So, pause. Line flip alert. Uh-oh.
What game? No, UC Davis is not favorite. Oh, the game started, that's why. Right? Please tell me.
Yeah, they did start.
Thank God.
Yeah, he's probably thinking of a different game. Maybe Indiana?
One surprise.
Oh, man. I'm sorry if Indiana flips to a favorite. I got to do it.
Don't care at all.
Oh, he's just making fun of you, Trevor.
Don't give a shit.
Oh, you're making that's fucking dude. I'm dying over here.
Was that Helms?
Yeah.
Line flip alert. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. It's not even making fun of him. It's just it's absolute great banter. He goes cashing out of my ticket and then he with X cashing out. And
No,
then
I don't do the X. The X is reserved for losers and reverse jinxing purposes.
Okay, I fucked up on me. It'll be like adding the other side. Then I love it.
Yeah, it works out a good 60% of the time.
Shooters fucking shoot. Ohio's laying 2.5 versus Toledo. And I think with Toledo's defense, we should lay it. Because
Toledo just beat them.
Ohio seems like a decent tournament team that can make a run, a sneaky team that's not as impressive. And their defense has been pretty lackluster in MAC play. You know, they win a game, they lose a game, kind of one of those substance. But Toledo's offense is solid. They just won 96-82, but they're very capable of giving up 90 points. Ohio scored 86 last time. They won 86-83 back in January. I will take the 2.5 on the money line. Instead of the over, but I wouldn't mind the over as well too.
Yeah, I'll steal a Trevor angle real quick here. Ohio's lost twice to Toledo. As you just said, they lost that last game by 14. Yet they're laying 2.5. So give me Ohio here. I'll lay it.
Ohio won against Toledo at the beginning of the season.
No, they lost.
No, they lost.
Oh yeah. You're right. Sorry, yeah, they did lose both. Right. I was looking at Toledo. Shit, my bad.
Yeah, so I'll be on Ohio here. I think it's the line's telling you why they're favored. If they lost both games in the regular season, now they're favored. I also don't mind that over as well, but I'd rather just lay it here with Ohio minus 2.5.
Just like the Rider play today, what they do, they let freight trains through on the basketball court. They for sure did with Quinnipiac, team total over. See if I do the over or money line.
Ohio's -3 now, 3.5 on DraftKings. Can you still get a 2.5? I know we can get a 2.5 on BetMGM.
Danny Dumbship's exactly right. MAC officials blow the whistle based on alumni in the Cleveland area. Yep. Let's go Reclaim. Let's go NoCo. Let's go Jen.
I'm just gonna take the money line with the -150. I'll lay the juice.
Let's go Zach Phelps. OU is my home team. Have to ride with them here. Let's go Ohio.
Hell yeah! Up by 5 right now, Trevor. Looking good for you.
What? Who? What?
Oklahoma up 5.
Oh. All right.
He's not even excited.
Fucking ridiculous.
He doesn't even get excited for his win.
Seen some crazy shit. It ain't over yet.
Well, yeah, there's not a win yet, so don't mush them. But also it's you're exactly right. He doesn't get excited. He never pats himself on his own back, and I get it. I respect it. Sometimes you got to look around, smell the flowers, and embrace it all in. You know, just like you're saying.
I will at the end of the season. Take a day or two off before baseball starts, and then start the grind for 9 months before everything else starts back up.
Well, I can't wait for October. Like I said again, this UCF game's great.
Big 3 UCF. Thank you. I was getting a little worried about that spread.
Oh, you're way behind.
Shut the fuck up.
Davidson versus St. Louis. St. Louis is laying 3.5. Oh man.
Davidson. Fuck St. Louis. I hate this game.
I hate St. Louis too, but Davidson's pretty bad, man.
Davidson's up there on my hate list too.
Watch them today, and they're pretty bad. I you know me at St. Louis. I absolutely cannot stand betting them. I've talked so much crap about them, but they had a good end of stretch to the year. They won at Davidson by 1, and that's the only time that they played this season. Davidson can crazy. Yeah, it was a great game. Davidson can't keep can keep it close because they minimize possessions with their like bullshit high school basketball looking team. But I'm tempted to take St. Louis here, man.
Yeah, this is what I've been saying in my head the whole time.
I know they're like my Butler. It's horrible. I don't like that in them at all, especially Lane Point.
I will lay the points, but I'm gonna stay off of it though. What is it at 3.5 or 2.5?
3.5. 3.5. It probably depends.
Go reclaim. Hell yeah,
Davidson. You can get
I'll lay the
3.5.
But I don't have a good feel on it, so I'm not gonna force myself to bet this game. Both teams I just really don't like watching, and I don't really like either of the teams this year. St. Louis is kind of one of those teams that was very unfortunate. Had a little bit of higher hopes, higher expectations that they'd be a little bit better, but they haven't really lived up to the hype, I guess you would say preseason. So I'll take the 3.5 lay the 3.5 with St. Louis, but no bet for me.
Trevor, you're betting Davidson, you said?
Yeah, I got a 3.5 here, so I'm going to take that right now. Hey, and shout out Bovada. It only took you until conference tournament started to start releasing money lines the night before. You fucking dirty bastards.
There you go. At least you can get it now.
Yeah, I know, but you know how many times it's fucked
Lies,
because I had to take
gambling.
-2. The state's still elite otherwise.
Is Wisconsin? Is it reservation owned? Is that why they're not
The
legal?
Casinos, yeah. The casinos are owned by like
Just
Indians,
like Florida, just like the Florida.
Like that. Yeah. So I can drive up to Green Bay like 30 minutes.
That Milwaukee casino fucking rinsed me. That place is fugazi, and they stopped serving booze after 3. You guys can.
I don't understand. Oh, 3 a.m.
Or it was like 2 or 3. Yeah.
2:30 official bar close.
Dude, this is a casino.
That is true.
Give me a beer at 6 a.m. I'm laying it with St. Louis. Don't love it. Probably won't bet it.
How about AJ Store with 18 tonight? 18 and they're up by 4. You got a guy who gets you 3 points a game. He's got 18 and you're leading this game by 4.
All right, let's move on. Alabama
And
State.
1 for UCF.
Alabama State versus Texas Southern. I feel like I have to bet Texas Southern just on principle that this is their tournament. So
this line stinks.
It doesn't stink.
So.
They're
Are they
the
laying or catching points?
4-5. What's going on here?
Are they laying or catching points?
You can find it anywhere. I can find +1.5 for Alabama State. I can find +1.5 for Texas Southern. I'll take Texas Southern here, though, just on principle. Whatever was going on here. Someone had a spaz attack on the Texas Southern one.
Who did that?
FanDuel's got them favored. Everybody else has them as dogs.
Was it me?
Yeah, because you put parentheses. I never put parentheses. That's the giveaway.
You gotta put the parentheses so you can see them. My ADD kicks in heavy when I see no parentheses around the spread.
I think that'd be OCD, not ADD. But
Whatever. I'm not a fucking doctor.
You are if Taman Lipsy goes down.
Hey! Sorry, I used my ears and listened to the broadcast today. I'm passing along information. Forgive me.
Could care less if they bring up the manager team. Still betting. I'm taking Texas Southern here, though. What are you guys taking? Let's get going.
I'll wait on Alabama State. I think this is going to flip to Southern favored. This line stinks to high hell. Everyone knows this is Texas Southern's conference, and now they're catching points. They're definitely going to get hammered tomorrow. They'll flip. I'll be on Alabama State when it flips, and if it doesn't,
everyone knows.
If it doesn't, I might go Southern, but I guarantee you,
everyone knows that this is their conference. I'd love to take a poll on that. Maybe not for people in the chat because they're all sharps, but everyone knows that is betting this game knows this is Texas Southern's conference. Really, everyone.
I think so. I mean, especially in March, like everyone knows you see a lot of Texas Southern.
No. Your average bettor is not keeping tabs on that, man. Or they got to dig for it. Go ahead, Elliot.
I'll lay it with Texas Southern, or not really lay it, but I'll take Texas Southern money line. I'll bet it now just because I do think it flips, and fuck the line flip shit. Texas Southern all day.
Yeah, I mean, a line's gonna flip on a point spread. Can someone put up the banners? My computer's like bugging out for some reason, or just like siphon through them. Thank you.
UNC versus Wake Forest. So UNC wins by 20 today, and now they're only laying 5.5.
Oh, I love it for my Wake Forest future. It's gonna hit. It's gonna change lives.
Yep.
I'm going to Tahiti when it hits. And they pull Virginia a couple years ago with the Padula team. I'll take Wake. I don't know if I'll bet it though, just because I do have that looming. But North Carolina's been rolling. They definitely been playing with fire, and I don't know. They took their brakes off, or they took their foot off the gas a little bit towards the end there. I picked their team total over, and I mean, it definitely should have exceeded 76. It did not. That was a hooky, but I'll take Wake. They play good defense where I think they can keep this close. Question for you guys: should I wait to bet it, and people are betting North Carolina?
Oh, yes, they will. 100% they will. Yeah, 100%. This will go up a point and a half. Easy.
Yeah, I'm on Wake Forest plus the 5.5. I like that they didn't have to play today. Had the rest advantage there. UNC got the game under their belt, and now they're favored by 5.5. It's kind of weird that you see the 5 seed favored by 5.5 versus the 4 seed, but I mean I get it. It's also kind of a name brand, personally, in my opinion. But Wake Forest can and is known to drop these crucial games. But Wake Forest has already beat North Carolina by 1 earlier on this season. That was the only time they played. Ended up pulling out by 1.
I got a dip for a bit, but Wake Forest for me, I wait, just like Huff.
But yes.
All right, see you in a bit, dude.
Yes,
peace and love.
Toodles.
And this is for Jen right here.
Hit that orange creamsicle. Kansas sucks, my friend. Much love, Reclaim. Let's see. Your average better is. That's what I'm. Thanks, Jen. Because everyone and their mother is going to be. He goes. Everyone knows Texas Southern like runs this conference. Like everyone knows it. No, they're not. Like no, they're not average better. Thanks, Jen. Thank you. And I said it to Trevor's face. I'll say it to him again. No, they're not. They're not betting this game. Thank you. I do agree with this angle, Marcus. That was my angle today too.
True. I mean, you even saw it. What Joe Lenardi's got UNCN now on his last 4 in after the 1 game today.
I said that they're even better for Wake Forest. They're feeling good because Joe Lenardi fucking said it. Yeah, I said that about the UNC angle. It's always corrupt. It's corrupt to get the blue teams in. All right. Marquette's laying 2.5 for Xavier. This line kind of stinks.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm gonna wait to bet that Wake Forest. I'm not betting it right now. I'll wait. We can get a better number.
Sorry, I thought you said Wake Forest. So
no, I did. I wanted to make sure that people know I'm not locking in at plus 5.5 because I think this can kind of grow and we can get 7.5 probably.
Hopefully, I'm gonna watch it tonight. Don't want to be too late. Marquette's only laying this much. Is Xavier the public dog here? That's not so public, or that's not so awesome. Barking, good boy.
Yeah, possibly. I will say fuck Peacock. Trevor's not in here to refute that statement, but fuck Peacock.
Marquette laying points is horrible though this season.
I know.
I feel like it's taking the cheese, but something just feels off about Xavier. It feels fake.
as Helm said in the chat, fake sharp. Xavier's won 7 in a row though. They're coming in. They're rolling here. I like Marquette though. I don't know why, but I'll take Marquette minus the 2.5.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna take Marquette too. How many times have they?
They played 2. They split.
No, I was looking at.
Oh, sorry.
I know Marquette's played at the Garden. I know they have. And for a St. John's game. Has Xavier? I think they did too. I think Xavier played in the Garden. Yeah, they did. Wasn't Corneska. Yeah, Xavier's fake sharp, 7 in a row. They're the hottest team. I'll take the cheese.
Don't mind. I know. I think it was JW in the chat up a little bit. Said the under 144.5. Don't mind that either. I think it could be another one of those games where it's in the 60s.
Got some Peacock. Zach Phelps. Peacock's legit. Watch your mouth.
I know. We got the Peacock believers in here. I just hate how delayed it is, personally, in my opinion. Do I need to do the banners?
No. Charlotte's laying or catching 9.5 against Florida Atlantic. I was right about the knife fight or whatever, the sparring contest. I won the sparring contest there. Give me Charlotte. Give me Charlotte again. Too many points for this bullshit Florida Atlantic team.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you here. Charlotte plays at a snail's pace. They'll be able to, stealing kind of words from your mouth, they'll be able to limit possessions here. And Florida Atlantic, man, they're coming to the Midwest, middle of the country. Haven't been very great on the road. I mean, you look at a couple of the road wins. Beat Tulsa and Temple, okay. They beat South Florida, that's in Florida. But they've kind of struggled when they've gone on the road. Other than that, especially coming away from the East Coast. So I just think it's too many points, personally. I think Charlotte can defend decently, get to the line, hit some free throws, and keep this within double digits. Or in single digits, I should say.
Yep. All right, so let's go Niners. Northwestern is catching 7.5 against Wisconsin.
Does Wisconsin care about this game? They clearly didn't care about that Penn State game. I mean, I think for seeding purposes, this would be a good spot for Wisconsin to kind of win a couple games and get a little bit of a better seed there in the NCAA tournament. Kind of like the over here too. I know Wisconsin scores. They're not your typical Wisconsin team with the defensive orientation that they usually have. I know Northwestern's not a very high, powerful scoring team, but you've seen what Wisconsin does. They kind of let teams score, and they just kind of get into track meets every now and then. So I will. Give me Northwestern plus the points, but I may look at that over as an actual bet.
Yeah, it was a close game last time they played. Very similar. I'll take Wisconsin. I think the foul game gets them over, but I'm not betting that team. Screw that. Trevor bets Oregon. I'll bet Northwestern. That's what I'll do.
There you go.
Let's go. Rod Z, avenging a loss for Charlotte. We faded rights on your stats today. It worked out well. Colorado versus Houston. Houston's laying 17.5. No. I can't. That's a lot of points. It is Houston, though.
A lot of points away from home. I mean, you saw what they did at Colorado. They kind of barely survived that game.
No, that's an elevation, though, to their credit.
Yeah.
What's the Houston fandom like in Kansas City?
Not as much as you would think right now, but they kind of tend to come a little bit later because they're like, oh, fuck this, we'll be in the championship, so we're not going to waste the first day or two. So they typically come. They start to come on like Friday after they've already won Thursday because they're like, oh, we'll take care of business. But yeah, I like the way Colorado's playing, man. They already faced a tough, aggressive defense in West Virginia, kind of similar style to that of Houston. I just think this is way too many points. I'll take the points with Colorado.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's. I'm gonna do Colorado full game versus first half. I do see the first half angle though.
Yeah. The only concern with that would be is if Houston just kind of puts the pedal to the metal, opens it, pushes us out early to like a 15, 20-point game, and then they kind of coast in the second half, knowing that they've got to play 2 more straight days. Colorado could maybe get back in and get it down to like a 15-point game. So that's why I'll be on full game rather than just the first half.
All right. We're square there. San Jose State's catching 14.5 against New Mexico. San Jose State was a little bit sweat-free last time. Didn't San Jose State beat New Mexico? Yes, they did by 1. Only time they played this year. Right? Yeah.
This feels like too many points too, but I know that there's going to be some of these favorites that just roll tomorrow. San Jose State looked pretty good, especially in the first half. Like you said earlier in the recap, kind of played with the food a little bit, brought Wyoming back into it, kind of survived. I mean, this isn't the Pit. I don't know. I'll take the points, no bet though.
Yeah, I'll take the points too. Too many points. New Mexico is so good though. I love that team. Donovan Dent's so fun to watch. Texas versus Texas A&M. A&M is laying 6.5. I think we got
Texas needs this, right?
Yeah, I saw a couple people said they're in, so they're not, but they're definitely on the bubble. They definitely could use it.
Yeah,
A&M, I mean, playing points is always tough, man.
Losing that game to Oklahoma, final game of the regular season for Texas really hurt them. I think they might need this one to get in, but they're probably in regardless. I will take this. I'll take the 6.5 with Texas. I hate betting Texas, so when I really bet Texas, it means I really do like them because I typically will just fade them. I like them in this spot here. I think they've got a lot more to play for. It is a rivalry game. So give me the points. I'll take the 3 possessions. I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah. First half under for me, and
I'll write that down.
I'm tempted to battle you. But laying 6.5 is not fun. I may bring a knife to the gunfight. I just hate Texas. Horn down. Eastern Michigan versus Miami, Ohio. Miami, Ohio is laying 5.5. Didn't they lose outright to them? if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they lost 76-66 most recently. That 5.5 number is normally pretty stinky. Don't love taking it, but this feels like a foul game cover. Eastern Michigan plays, they're playing good. They played close in every game that they've played, but this is one maybe I think that the foul game gets under them. It is a gross line. I will lay that gross line of Miami 5.5. Favorites are going to roll in the MAC.
Yeah, I will. I think the angle here will be on the team total over for Miami of Ohio. Eastern Michigan's defense is terrible, like you had mentioned earlier. Unders are always scary. I mean, I know some team total unders are a little bit better for tournament wise, but you never know with these tournaments. The foul game, teams can decide to start fouling pretty early. I just think that Miami's offense is very good, and they're able to really be really efficient on offense. And Eastern Michigan, on the other hand, is a terrible defense. So I'll take probably the Miami team total over is what I would be on. And if I was picking the side, I would side with you on the Miami of Ohio minus the 5.5.
Let's do it.
Gross line, like you said.
Fordham, George Washington's laying 7.5 against Fordham. Fordham shot lights out today. They couldn't miss. This feels like a lot of points, kind of too, but it is George Washington is a good team.
Hell yeah! And shout out Virgil. 5 winners of the 6 for him today were from information given to us by the Rod Z here in the chat on the show. So shout out to Rod Z on that on all those knowledgeable, no matter how peculiar and niche they are, they're awesome stats. We love them. And they obviously have good results, especially tonight with Virgil. So shout out for Virgil for sharing, and shout out Rod for continuing to drop those in the chat.
I love that, and it's great to see the chat absolutely coming together on that play. Good stuff, though. Rod, appreciate you. Virgil, appreciate you. J-Dub, Fed play, yeah. I mean, it's over. Conference tournament, they let them be. They've covered close games. Fordham shot lights out today. This feels like another one that gets away from a team on the cap of foul games alone. I feel like I can probably get a live line better, but I think George Washington's defense clamps. Give me G-Wash to wash them out. No Rams.
Yep, I will be on George Washington as well here. Fordham had the nice story today, getting that upset win over Rhode Island. I think George Washington rolls by 10 plus.
Okay. Was it even an upset? I don't even know. Rhode Island sucks. Archie Miller sucks.
Just on the line itself, it was technically an upset, but yes, I agree.
Boise State versus San Diego State. San Diego State's laying a point. Maybe catching a point. It's basically a pick 'em.
First half under?
Shop around. I don't like betting full game unders in the conference, but I think the first half under is definitely in play here. Man,
San Diego State kind of has Boise State's number.
They do, and they've been here before. And Dutcher's a good coach in March.
And shout out to Danny Dumbshit. Appreciate the $20.
Let's go.
We're out Pump Fake Paw, baby. After dark, baby. Let's go. Get them going.
After dark. Danny Dumbshit. Thank you, man. Been listening for a while. Appreciate you, and go. They're never the Beacons. They're always the Crusaders. Thank you. I'm gonna go San Diego State here because they have the number. I think Boise State's a popular play, but I'm gonna go with the defensive slow-paced team. Both teams are fairly slow-paced, played at a snail's pace, but defensively, San Diego State has their number, and I think San Diego State's actually played fairly well to end the season after a really slow start to the Mountain West play. And Boise State has been hot. They don't lose games, and they've proven to win on the road, and they won in some neutrals as well too, up over in Sioux Falls. But San Diego State, tougher competition, defensive clamps. Hopefully their offense can adjust. So yeah, give me the Aztecs here as well.
Hell yeah! Shout out Virgil as well. Appreciate the 20. Thank you, my man.
Let's go, Virgil. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Virgil. Appreciate you guys. Yep. Thank you. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. That's awesome. All right. So did you say you just said San Diego State's got their numbers? So I don't know what you have.
Good nugget by Spoons here, just FYI.
Fucking Ball State.
Kind of be looking at that. Yeah, I'll be on San Diego State here. I think this is the public dog, one of the public dogs that people will be on. They'll see Boise State at that price. I know it'll probably be like a pick 'em, maybe Boise State plus 105, plus 110. I think a lot of people will tend to say, oh, Boise State lost to San Diego State twice already on this season. There's no way they can lose again. But I think San Diego State has their number, like you said. So I'll ride with San Diego State here. I also don't mind that first half under as well. I think it's going to be one of those games where it's going to be a defensive, slow-paced battle. So I don't mind the first half under either.
Hey, all these pouring in. We really appreciate you guys. Tommy B, shout out Tommy B, gave us $20 from the bar crew. Lock East Carolina boys, good luck. This whole community loves East Carolina for our for Colby, and I'll definitely be in for that. I will lock it in from the bar crew. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Cheers up. I'm gonna get a shot for I'm gonna pour a shot. We're gonna have a shot.
Let's do it. I'll go get some.
We're gonna for all you guys and just appreciate all you guys. We're not empty. We're live.
Yeah, I know Spoons, like you said. Suter is definitely Miami of Ohio's best player. We're just kind of looking into that more. But he is, one of their highest offensive rated players. Damn near plays 75% of the minutes. So he definitely is going to be an important piece. And that was against Ball State. Were you able to find Spoons what was wrong or why he left? That'd be my only thing. I don't know if they were just kind of sitting him because they already knew that they would be there, so it's more precautionary, or if it was more so that he actually injured himself during the game. So that'd be what I would kind of look at and see. I ain't got no shooter down here, so we're rocking with it. So
I wasn't going to open the good whiskey that I had. That's all I got right now. So I'm doing vodka. All right. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the chat. Vodka shot. I feel like I'm doing this in a basement at 17, drinking vodka out of wet water bottles.
Shout out to the bar crew, baby. Shout out to the bar crew.
Bar crew. Thanks, Danny Dumpship. All the mob bets. Virgil. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Ooh, chase with water.
Cheers, fellas.
Let's go. Cheers, everyone.
Let's go, Helms. Get in on it with us.
Perfect game to cheers. Let's go, Helms. Shout out, Helms. Appreciate you, bro. Morgan State versus Howard, -2.5. Not having a shot glass, you kind of just dump way too much in there into the cup, but that's good. Glad I did. Morgan State they do well in this tournament. They're kind of good in this tournament. Yep. It was a little vinegary.
Everybody screenshot that.
Let's go with Morgan State here catching points. I'm not betting this, man. We'll move on.
Yeah. I'm gonna battle you here. We'll spar. I don't really know if I want to actually bet this game, but I will say, shit, I lost my spot. Howard.
Dude, Morgan State's gonna run. I'm gonna bet it. If you're betting Howard, I'll bet Morgan State.
Yeah. I mean, Morgan State has lost twice to Howard this season. These games have kind of soared over though. Do you think this is another over spot? I know it's on a neutral. No, I'm not betting Howard. I'll take Howard. It scares me that
They've won the last. Howard's won the last 2 tournaments, so.
Yeah. Fuck it. Give me Howard. I'm still on Howard, but yeah, I'll bet it. Let's battle.
You're fucked, buddy. Go Bears.
Battle. Loser takes another shot tomorrow night on the show.
Hey, I had plenty of cruise missiles in DC. That was great.
Hell yeah.
Good, felt good. No, I just don't like shooting vodka. Fucking blows sometimes. Manhattan versus Iona. Manhattan -1. Tobin Anderson does have some magic in March, but I don't care. He spent all his load in Atlantic City. Manhattan's a better team, and Manhattan lost to Iona most recently on the road. And I like this Manhattan team. I bet them. I know Iona can force turnovers, which is a little scary, but Iona also turns the ball over a ton. Their offense is really porous, or just lacks any efficiency whatsoever. And if we're looking at it, Iona maybe has a little more depth. Both teams are pretty inexperienced as well too. But I like this Manhattan core that they got. They only play about 7 players. I like this core that they got, though. I'll take the Jaspers here, laying the points.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is Iona on the boards. They definitely have the significant advantage there. So that'd be my only concern. Would be the if Manhattan can keep Iona off the boards. It's kind of strength on strength. You know, you have a shitty Iona offense versus a shitty Manhattan defense. You got a pretty damn good Manhattan offense versus a pretty damn good Iona defense. So it's kind of strength versus strength here. I personally will I'll be on Manhattan. They've been good to me these last few weeks. So I'll continue to ride them. I'll take Manhattan -1. We'll kind of go from there.
I fucking talking about Iona like their mother, and you're gonna bet at Manhattan. It sounds like.
What?
You're talking. You were talking so much about Iona. I thought you were definitely gonna bet Iona. I was waiting to battle you, but
no,
whatever.
No. And then of course Rod dropping in. He's got to fucking go against our San Diego State pick. 0-9 against the spread.
That sucks. Whatever. New Mexico State versus Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State's laying 1. Where's this tournament? In Pensacola? No, not Pensacola.
No, Huntsville.
Huntsville.
I think. Yeah, Huntsville, Alabama, I believe.
I know Kennesaw, I like them better at home, but they kind of fared well on the road to end the season. Think they continue?
Did. They got 2 big wins on the road there at the end of the season.
New Mexico was the favorite. They were like the 2nd or 3rd favorite though in this tournament, and what you know what I mean for
yeah.
I kind of like New Mexico State here. It does scare me on the travel spot. Kennesaw is definitely closer to Huntsville, and I think Kennesaw is actually a decent team defensively as well. So I've just gone back and forth on this one, but I'll take New Mexico State. I think they get it.
I'll pick Kennesaw State here. I know that they played a tough stretch, put the top 2 teams there in the Conference USA, beat Liberty and Jacksonville State, both on the road. They just had lost to New Mexico State at home. I think they might avenge that loss. So yeah, give me Kennesaw State here, laying the point. If you want, we can battle.
Yeah, let's battle.
All right, let's do it. Chandler asking about second half bets. I didn't mind the Rod. I know said that he was on the over. I think what was it, 70 something in that Montana, Northern Colorado. I don't mind that. They just put up 87, and now as you said, Huffer, the game's gonna be extended there in the second half, so I don't mind that overlook there. Other than that, Grand Canyon, shout out to Cup of Joe, putting us on that Grand Canyon team total over 77.5. Looks like it's tracking pretty well. They got 46 at halftime, up 46-32 on UTA. Hopefully they can kind of keep the foot on the gas and go from there. Then UC Davis looks like they're up by 9 right now against Cal Poly. About a minute and a half left in that first half. I'm on UC Davis money line, so nothing really there live for me. Grand Canyon, I'm already on that team total, nothing there. So really, the only thing that I'd possibly bet would be that second half total over. So
Okay. So we're battling there. Western Michigan versus Kent State, laying 9.5. I'll pick Western Michigan. I'm not betting this game. Kent State's defense. I'm going to pick Kent State. I may bet that their defense is so good. I'm not afraid to lay the number here. Favorites roll, closer games towards the end. To the MAC.
yeah, I'll pick Western Michigan. I'm not going to bet this game. I'm not a real big believer in Kent State this year. Western Michigan, like, why would I ever? I'd be stupid if I'm betting my hard-earned money on Western Michigan. So I will. Yeah, I'll take the points. Western Michigan plus the 9.5.
Grand Canyon with 46 in the first half. Let's go.
Repeat.
Let's do it again in the second. Some need 30, some need 32, some need 34. It sounds like, or 33. Iowa's laying Illinois laying 9.5 against Iowa. Over unders 165.5. Two games in a row Iowa's had to play, but they're kind of making some money, some magic. It's already up to 10.5. I see on a couple books. I'll take the 10.5, 9.5. Give me Iowa here and riding it out. I love betting this Iowa team. It's it's a thrill like none other. They're either covering the whole game and they're not, or they're winning the game outright. Everyone's going to be betting Illinois. I'm taking Iowa. Everyone, as Trevor would say. I see 11.5 available some places too already. 11 on Bet365.
Sorry, Jen, but I'm going against your Illini here. I will be on Iowa. Like you said, I'm going to wait. I think this balloons up to 12.5, 13.5 maybe. So, yeah, give me Iowa plus the points. I don't think they really contend to possibly win this. I just think that their offense is good enough to keep them within single digits. I know Illinois' defense is decent, but I think Iowa can keep it close with their shot making that they have.
Let's go Hawkeyes. Tulsa, Temple. Temple's laying 2.5. Over unders 144.5. Tulsa stinks. Temple's one of the best teams of all time. this Temple team. I will lay it with Temple. Temple is going to roll them. They played already. They won by 4. They lost by 6 at home. So Temple is not afraid to go into out west into the frontier of Texas and Oklahoma and get it done. They've done it at Tulsa once. Now they're going to do it on a neutral in Texas. Give me Temple here on the money line. Tulsa stinks.
Yeah, I'm assuming Jamal Mashburn's out. I don't really care, but I'm assuming he's still out.
Yeah, they got some hoopers though, man.
Oh yeah, Zion Stanford. He's freaking awesome to watch. I love watching him play. Only a sophomore. I'd be interested to see if he transfers to the Power 4 level next year. Be curious to see that. But yeah, I'll ride with Temple here. I'll lay it. I'll lay the 2.5. And we'll kind of go from there. I just think, like you said, Tulsa sucks. I know it's close for Tulsa, only being a couple 2.5, 3 hours away. But I don't think that matters here. It's not like they got a huge fan base that's going to travel with them. So yeah, I'll be on Temple here. It looks like when I was looking, they split the season series. Temple won by 6, Temple won by 4 and Tulsa won by 6. They each won on each other's home. So, sorry.
Okay.
I feel like Trevor. My bad.
I just said that. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just think Tulsa stinks. I don't want to bet them. The line does kind of reek, though, a little bit.
Hell yeah. Rod's backing us here. Tulsa after 2 straight games with 9 or less offensive rebounds. Tulsa record 10-30 against the spread. We love it.
Fantastic. Keep the rebounds down. Love it.
He's not backing us here, but that's okay. I'll still share the statistic.
Yeah. Illinois seems like that team that could win the Big Ten tournament, and then they don't do anything again in March like they always do. DePaul versus Creighton. Creighton's laying 11.5 against DePaul. I have a Creighton future. I'll pick Creighton. I'm not betting them, though. I think it's a smash spot here.
Yep, I agree. DePaul just got the season sweeps, beat Georgetown all 3 times. They've won 3 in a row, beat Providence, beat Georgetown twice. They only did lose to Creighton by 10 on the road, but Creighton only scored 75 points. I feel like you're right. I think it's a smash spot for Creighton. I will lay it here. Basically, same line as that Villanova game today. So yeah, I will. I'll lay it with Creighton here. We'll see if I bet it though.
Rod Z, you got all the stats, my man. Hit me up on Twitter. Send me a DM. We gotta cook up something. That's awesome. Mississippi State versus Missouri. Missouri laying 2.5. This line kind of stinks, but I think Missouri's already up to 3.5 is what I'm seeing. So, let me confirm that.
Missouri already up to 3.5. You said?
Yeah, it is 3.5 pretty much already. Missouri off a loss. Missouri's off a loss. I'll take Missouri. I think Mississippi State. They just played their lights out game against LSU. LSU is a horrible team. I laid it with Mississippi State. Didn't bet them, of course, but I think Missouri's offense gets it done after losing 3 in a row. Dennis Gates feeling a little cocky, saying, I want to bring college game day to Missouri, whatever. I've seen Mississippi State do this plenty of times as a dog. And they got their break speed off last time they played. It is a weird number. I'll take Missouri here on the bye.
Yeah, I just have not been. I have not liked what I've seen out of Missouri the last last 4 games. I've got a couple friends that are Missouri fans, so I tend to watch these a little bit more closely with them when we've got them on, and they've been really struggling down the stretch. I know I kind of faded Mississippi State. They're kind of at the end of the season. But I think, call me crazy, but I'll be on Mississippi State. If it's going up, I'll kind of wait to see what this line does. But I will.
Should we take the over? Or is it too easy?
Take the over? Yeah.
I'll take the. That's what I'll bet in this game is I'm gonna take the over. But it does scare me that Mississippi State scored all those points today, but they're capable of doing that again.
Yeah, and I mean it's Missouri away from home. Not like they're gonna be, defensively superior to Mississippi State. I think that Mississippi State can still score at a good clip. But yeah, I'll write down the over. But yeah, Mississippi State plus 3.5. We'll see how this line gets to.
Rod Z from Pick Dogs. I didn't know that. Shout out Pick Dogs. Let's go. That's awesome. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I might do the over. I'll battle you on Missouri though. If they get it, they bounce back here. All right, Baylor, Texas Tech. Texas Tech's laying 5.5. Baylor looked good today, man.
They did.
Texas Tech's a good team. Don't get me wrong. They're clamp seasons, but on defense, I kind of like McCaslin though. I hate laying this number, which makes me want to bet Baylor. But did they reciprocate 2 games in a row?
Yeah, I mean the other angle you got to think about too is Scott Drew, another former assistant. He was 0-3 coming into the season against Tang. Now he's 2-3. He won both matchups this year. I think he's 1-2 versus McCaslin as well. So losing record to both of his former assistants. I kind of like the under here again. The under angle paid out for me against that K-State Baylor game. I think both coaches know each other, know their philosophies, know kind of the game plan and what they're going to do. You get it on a neutral. You get Baylor off of a game where they might have a little bit of tired legs. Not saying they're going to be too tired because they're 20 years old. But with a Texas Tech kind of style of defense, I think I could see this game going under the 140.5. But I will take the points in Baylor as well. I think the 5.5, perfect spot to take that shit number because I do think they've got a lot more shot makers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe they played Texas Tech once, and I was trying to look at this.
I already see 6.5, I think, too, as well.
6.5? Okay, so maybe just kind of wait on that. But I believe that just checking, yes. So Edgecombe was hurt when they played Texas Tech that one time. Another score that you add to the repertoire for Baylor there. So yeah, give me Baylor on the points. But I do like that under as well.
LaSalle versus St. Joe's. St. Joe's laying at 11.5.
Hey, what happened when St. Joe's laid that 11.5 last weekend?
They lose outright. I'll take LaSalle. I'm not betting them. Just on the principle of Dunphy's final moments. Let's go. Let's keep riding. Yeah, let's go, Jen.
Yep, I'll ride with Dunphy. Too many points for me. Plus 11.5. I'll bet it. Not going to sprinkle a money line, but.
Rod Z, bet against Baylor. He's saying. I like Baylor on neutral. I agree with J-Dub. I like Baylor on the neutral. North Carolina Central versus Delaware State. Delaware State's laying a point. Give me NC Central. I'm going to flip a coin and bet this, actually. Heads is NC Central. Tails is Delaware State. It's heads, so give me Central. Just like I went with my gut. I may have to bet this now.
You got to now. Now that you just did this, you got to. Lavelle Moton, better coach. I know their team has been struggling. They lost that brutal game to Delaware State. That was a wild-ass game, that overtime game. I think that was what they hit that like three-pointer to tie it, send it into overtime. Crazy game. But yeah, give me North Carolina Central to beat Delaware State here. Fun ride for the Delaware State. Pretty successful season, but it ends here against a well-coached Lavelle Moton squad and NC Central. They look to get through this round of the MEAC and maybe be a little sleeper in this.
There's no sleeper in the MEACs. Any team's welcome to Dayton. First four. Mount St. Mary's versus Marist. Marist is laying a point, and I will lay it with Marist. Shout out Crutch. Mount St. Mary's kind of has their number. They just played. They won by 12 or 10. One of those numbers. They just played each other. Now Marist coming back, laying a point. I think Marist wants to capitalize on their season that they had and actually can make a run towards March. Mount St. Mary's has been there before. More than Marist as of recently. This is one of Marist's best teams. I think they continue capitalizing. Short spread off of a 12-point loss. Look in the mirror, get back up, and frickin' go. Let's go, Red Foxes. Give me Marist. Money line.
Oof. Rod Z's just coming in here and he's just whipping your ass with these stats here as of late, these last three. I will I'll be on Marist too here. I do have a future with them. Plus 1,200. They're on DraftKings. So yeah, I'll be on Marist. I'll lay it. I do think that their numbers can be a little bit overinflated. They played a really, really weak non-conference schedule, so they got to that 20 wins and they didn't even win their conference. I'll take Marist here, but I will say Mount St. Mary's has been playing pretty well here down the stretch.
They're my favorite team to bet on in this conference, the MAC. But I love betting them on Fridays. Fridays are a good day to bet on them.
Yeah, but I'll ride with Marist here. I'll ride with the Red Foxes. We'll kind of double down on the future and kind of see where it can get for us.
Alcorn State's catching 2 against Bethune. I'll pick Alcorn State. I'm not betting this game. I'll pick Alcorn State. They're coming in hot. They're going to cover that number. Bethune ain't laying points against anybody. No bet.
Yeah, I'll take Bethune. Lay it. No bet.
All right, so we're sparring there. Give me Alcorn. Alcorn will win. I can't wait to win another spar there. LA Tech versus Middle Tennessee State. Don't even see a line here. Whoever wrote this one. Louisiana Tech catching 2.5. It wasn't me either. Louisiana Tech is catching 2.5, 1.5 against Middle Tennessee. Well, LA Tech win the Murfreesboro, right, and won? I'm pretty sure. Yes, by 9. It was a CBS Sports Network game.
You said Middle Tennessee's laying 2.5?
1.5, 2.5, yeah. I will take Louisiana Tech. I think Louisiana Tech defensively, solid team. Just can their offense show up is the only thing that concerns me.
Yeah, I'll be on Middle Tennessee State here. I think they've been playing better here as of late. I just haven't been very impressed with this Louisiana Tech team. They've dropped a lot of games that I thought they should win. I know they had that nice home blowout against UTEP, but I'll be on Middle Tennessee State here.
20-11 versus 21-10. Middle Tennessee dropped just as many home games. All right, give me La Tech. Let's go Ruston over Murfreesboro there. So All right, good battle. UC Santa Barbara versus Cal State Northridge. Cal State Northridge is laying 2.5. I don't know, man. I kind of like UC Santa Barbara. This team's defensively efficient, but CSUN, man, this has kind of been their year. They've been rolling teams. I feel like they're the better team here. They won twice against UC Santa Barbara. I don't buy into the 3 thing. I'm gonna take CSUN here.
Yeah,
They start to spoil the competition in the Big West.
Yeah, I'll take CSUN. Don't know if I'll bet it. UC Santa Barbara did drop both those games to CSUN this year. I do think that UC Santa Barbara is a good defensive team, but it seems like CSUN's got Santa Barbara's number, so I'll lay it with CSUN minus the 2.5.
Thanks for saying that again. Seattle minus 5.5 versus Abilene Christian. Seattle 5.5. Seattle's kind of been rolling a little bit. I'll take Seattle. I'm not going to bet this, though. I hate that 5.5 number with Seattle, but they've been rolling. I think Abilene Christian is a little baity tomorrow. They lose by 8 to 12 points. Give me Seattle.
I will be on Abilene Christian here. I think they're playing a lot better here down the stretch. As you saw, they beat Grand Canyon in overtime. Give me Abilene Christian. Give me the plus the 5.5.
13 and 17 team laying 5.5. It's very weird. Nevada versus Colorado State. Colorado State's laying 4.5 against Nevada. Colorado State's good, but they're not that great away from home. But it is Nevada, and I don't like betting Steve Alford. I will lay it with Colorado State or take a Nevada team total under as well too. I think that's a high possibility, but I just don't love unders right now, unless they're first half unders. So yeah, give me Colorado State instead of Nevada. Colorado State's defense is still solid, even outside of home. I think they keep the momentum rolling after winning 7 straight to end the season after losing to Utah State in Logan. They keep the momentum rolling here, and I think their offense goes after Nevada had a kind of a bye game against Fresno State where they put up 86. I don't expect them to shoot the same against the Rams. So yeah, give me Colorado State here.
Yeah. And not to mention in that 7-game win streak, they've been winning by margin too. I mean, the closest games were 2 8-point wins against Nevada and UNLV. Otherwise, they've been beating teams by 10, 20 points. And I do like that angle where Nevada had just played Fresno State. Kind of one of those where you play down in competition. Now you got to get up and play up in competition. Whereas Colorado State just was on the road and beat Boise State. They've been firing at all cylinders. So, yeah, I'll lay it with Colorado State here, minus the 4.5.
And UTSA is catching 3 against East Carolina. Shout out Tommy B. There's nothing else to say other than that. I will lay it with East Carolina for the bar crew. Let's go East Carolina.
Yep, win 3.5 East Carolina.
Nothing else to say about it.
PFP squad ride. Let's go.
Let's go. USC's catching 9.5 against Purdue in Indianapolis. Purdue's laying 9.5.
Is Purdue pretty good here? Like in this arena?
I don't think they covered against the team they played in this year in Indianapolis. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was Texas A&M. They lost outright in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. So. But there'll be a lot of Purdue fans, I think. But them laying that many points, I mean.
USC off that overtime game tonight against Rutgers.
It's Muss in March though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want Muss to fucking take his shirt off. So I might lay it here with Purdue.
I don't think he will take his shirt off.
It's too cold in Indiana still.
I'll take no. It's not at all actually.
He's used to that Cali weather.
It's 7. I mean, he is now. He's from Arkansas. I guess Arkansas is a little warmer, but it's 70 degrees tomorrow, man. I got the day off. I'm golfing early morning, so yeah, life's great. Purdue, I will battle them and take USC. Everyone's gonna be betting Purdue. I will wait to bet them. They will cover the number. Too many points for this Purdue team that can't shoot the ball. Villanova versus UConn. UConn's laying 3.5 against Villanova, and I will buy into this bait and lay it. I know Villanova's had UConn's number, played good, but UConn and Madison Square Garden, very familiar with it. The Villanova Cinderella hopes are over. UConn comes back to light and makes a statement here to start the Big East tournament for them.
Yeah, Stores South. That's about all I need to say. Did they play Villanova in Stores, or was it the XL Center? I wasn't sure if it was in Madison Square Garden when they played.
No, when they played Villanova, it was in Connecticut when Villanova was up and they almost won.
Yeah, and they came back, almost lost the damn cover. Yeah, I'll lay it with UConn here. Trust UConn in Madison Square Garden. I'll lay the 3.5. Just when everybody's kind of thinking that UConn's not that good of a team, I think they make a statement here.
Well, even the books are kind of like, all right, let's just only give them 3.5, I guess.
Utah State UNLV, you got that one?
Yep, Utah State's laying 7.5 against UNLV. UNLV, they sucked against Force. They're loaning it in. I'll take Utah State laying the points. I think it's weird.
Yeah. I'll take
that could be a little shorter on a neutral, but I'll take Utah State laying the points.
I'll take UNLV plus the points. Not going to bet it right now. Maybe it goes up a little bit. I'll kind of see what this line does. UNLV beat them there in Vegas earlier on in the season, and then they only lost in Logan by 5. So I'll take the 7.5. Like I said, this line, like you said, the line is a little bit weird. Just on a neutral, and your lane 7.5 should be a little bit lower. So.
Even better for my Utah State liking. Utah State, although they play at a fast rate, defensively they can clamp, man. They slow it down defensively and force you to find a good shot. So yeah, give me Utah State. Let's battle there. Tarleton State versus Cal Baptist, last game of the night. Dude, let's bet Tarleton one last time. I mean, I just feel like we have to do it out of principle.
Yep, let's do it. Billy Glasgow.
We've bet in Tarleton so many times, and I feel like Tarleton's been that sneaky team that has paid off for me a good amount of times that you wouldn't expect. So yeah, give me Tarleton here for sure.
Yep, I'm with you. Tarleton plus 6.5. I will be on that. I'll bet that for sure. And then JW, thanks for dropping this a line. We didn't have this at the open, but Stanford versus Louisville. Louisville's laying 10.5. Got anything in particular in this one?
Louisville hasn't really been covering this number after they just constantly covered this number. This feels like a statement game from Louisville. I know Stanford can minimize possessions, but I'll lay it with Louisville. I'm probably not going to bet this game, though. They got to prove it to me, even though they don't have much time left.
Yeah, they just play. I mean, this is going to be back-to-back Stanford spot for Louisville. They just played them at home last Saturday, beat them by 20. I think that line was like 14.5. So this 10.5 number would be similar to what it should be on a neutral. I do think Stanford maybe, they played that rivalry game against Cal today. So I think maybe they get a little drop in energy, not meaning to, just the fact that rivalry game, first game of the ACC tournament. Now they got to play a solid Louisville squad. I think Louisville rolls here. So yeah, lay it with Louisville.
Yeah, do we have a line on the Kentucky game tomorrow, or does Kentucky play tomorrow? Wagon Man?
Looks like Wagon Man was saying UK minus 6.5. Kentucky, Oklahoma just came out 9:30. Kentucky.
I'll take the over in that game, whatever it is. Don't care. And but yeah, I think laying it's fine. Oklahoma just played their hearts out, and I don't know. I just think this Oklahoma team is so fraudulent. They're so fraudulent. Even though they got it done today.
Yeah, I agree. I don't mind I don't know exactly what the total would be, but I would take the over there, and I would lay it with Kentucky. I'll play the rest advantage there. But yeah, over's probably the better play in my opinion. Kentucky got a hell of a win at Missouri. That was a statement win for Mark Pope and company to end the regular season. So I think they keep it rolling here. So yeah, lay it with Kentucky. Also look at that full game over.
Yeah, exactly, Wagon Man. Okay shot. Oklahoma shot lights out today. Don't know if they can do that again. And if they can't defend the three, they're screwed against Kentucky. Trevor, we're out of games. We're done. We finished.
All good. I figured there was more games than I thought.
You got a few that you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Yeah, of course I forgot to type them in when we were talking about them, but I do like DePaul tomorrow. Northwestern points and money line.
Fading Wisconsin. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't like the spot we're in. We're getting Klesmit back, and then Nolan Winter should be back, but those guys haven't been in the lineup. Northwestern's playing for something. They're playing above their heads.
I may bet Wisconsin now. I was going to bet Northwestern if you bet Wisconsin. I may bet Wisconsin now.
And of course you would. You just proved my point. You just proved my point. Okay, let's go. I knew it, but regardless.
For Wisconsin, I don't do it with every play. You act like I do, but I don't do it with every play. But
yeah, whatever. But no, I just think it's a tough spot. They haven't played in this gym. Northwestern has. Martinelli's playing ridiculous right now. We're going to work two pieces back in potentially. Klesmit's been out. Our offense has been terrible. I don't like this spot. So I'll take Northwestern with the points. I don't know if I'll bet it, but that's how I definitely be in there tomorrow.
All right, let's go, Bucky. Fuck 'em, Bucky.
I think that was about it. Oh yeah, how'd you guys feel on the? I got two games to ask you guys about. Baylor, Texas Tech.
I took
Baylor. It's 6.5 now. Only time they played, Edgecombe was out. I don't know if you guys talked about that, but Edgecombe was out for Baylor. The only time they played Texas Tech. Add another score on Baylor. I think they're dangerous when they can score. I also like the under there. Two coaches that know each other really well. Obviously, McCaslin's from the Scott Drew tree. Played the under in that the K-State Baylor game today, and it favored me well. So I'll probably go back to that.
Yep, we were all on Baylor too. So glad we agree there. And then Iowa, Illinois.
I took Iowa again, riding the momentum. Can't not take Iowa. They're already up to 10.5.
I see 11 here.
Yeah,
but
Huff said he saw 11.5. I think I bet 365. But yeah, I'll let it climb and then I'll bet Iowa. I think their offense can allow them to hang in the game, and probably keep it within single digits.
Yeah, I was kind of torn. Does it feel like a lot of points to bait you into Iowa, or does it feel like they're too much respect for Illinois? And Toast, he did bring up a good point. After they throttled Iowa, I think it was like 20 points. That was Iowa off of or Illinois off of the Wisconsin beatdown, and then the Duke just bend over, raw dogged them. So pissed off. Haven't played in this arena, but I wonder if Brock Harding can have another game like he did, because he went nuts today, and they needed everything they got out of him. So I don't know if they can do it again. So I'm trying to decipher if it's too much points for Iowa or if it's a bait to take Iowa with the points. It's kind of where I'm stuck right now.
I mean, Illinois just has to fucking win the game. They don't got to cover this number. They're gonna coast. They're not gonna just like lay it on them. And I think I was looking at that embarrassing loss that they took to Illinois. So they're gonna get up. They're gonna play. I mean, they've got nothing to lose. Obviously, they're not in the tournament, sitting at 17 and 15, so they got to win. Desperate teams are dangerous here in March. So I'll take Iowa plus the double digits, and I'll let it continue to climb.
Fair. And then Houston, Colorado. I'm on Colorado. I'm going to let this thing climb up. They've been a cash cow, 8-2 against the spread the last 10. I bet them the last 3, one covered money line, the whole shebang. So I'll let this go up. And then Houston hasn't played. That court we've seen can affect some teams rim wise and whatnot. I'll take Colorado with the points. I think they can match up fairly well with Houston. They lost by what, 12 or 13 in Colorado. Now it's going to be neutral, and they're catching 17. So I think Colorado definitely can backdoor this. I think they can kind of hang around that 12 to 15 point mark. So I'll wait for that line to climb up. I know people are going to bet Houston, and we could probably catch an 18.5, 19 tomorrow. So yeah, Colorado for me, and I'll sprinkle money line just because they've been so nice to me. I'll put a few bucks on the money line for them.
You knew. Are you nervous at all that Colorado, third straight game playing, just played a tough defensive-minded team in West Virginia? Now they got to play one of the best defenses in the country in a gauntlet like Houston. You were getting.
Well, they handled that defense pretty well today. I will say that Houston has more pieces than just Javon Small, which clearly killed West Virginia down the stretch today. So I mean, I get it, but Houston hasn't played. All they have to do is win. They've already beaten this team. I don't know how much they really get up to slaughter a team by 20 plus here. So I'll wait. I'll bet Colorado tomorrow, and that's how I'll play that. But
what about
this
classic Colorado team total under first half? Back to the well.
I don't hate it
for the boys.
I don't hate it. They didn't look great first half today. They have kind of started slow a little bit first half, but this isn't in Houston. That I reserve those first half team total unders for games in Houston, so I won't. I don't hate it though, but Houston, they haven't played, so maybe they come out really good first half and then kind of do what they do and coast in the second half a little bit. And Colorado backdoors this, loses by 14, 15 or something like that, but. I'll be on Colorado tomorrow. I just think the backdoor is going to be wide open with this big of a spread. I get it's third game in a row, but I think they can hang in.
Yep, I'm on the points too. I was just wanting your insight on it.
Yep, me too. All right, fave parlay to close out the night. We hit it tonight. Let's do it again.
All right.
I'll take give me the Bonnies tomorrow money line. Or Manhattan, you can decide.
Nope, your call. It's your pick.
I'll do the Bonnies.
Sounds good. Money line minus 130.
Give me Ohio money line.
Ohio. And then I will take. Jesus Christ, can I type? Looking over this, let's take Let's take Villanova. No. I'll take Baylor plus 6.5.
Do it. All right.
Hold on, I have one last game, the Purdue game.
Oh, I got a couple games too that we didn't talk about yet.
I'm waiting to bet USC.
You got to bet USC? I just worry about the turnovers. I worry about the turnovers, but I also worry about Purdue not playing in a couple days, being a little rough.
I laid it with Purdue minus the 9.5.
I mean, the thing I worry about is the turnovers. We saw what what's her nuts did to them. Rutgers did tonight with that press. I know Purdue doesn't press a ton, if hardly any ever, but they forced a lot of turnovers, and USC was very careless with the ball tonight. Damn near cost them the game. Should have costed them the game.
Clemson laying 6.5 against SMU. Smash Clemson.
Yep.
I might actually change my favorite parlay to Clemson minus 6.5. But no, I'll keep it Ohio money line. But I'll be on Clemson heavy tomorrow minus 6.5 against SMU.
The fuck UC Davis.
I've said it all along. SMU beats up on the measly teams in the ACC, and then when they face somebody that has a pulse, they're in the ACC, they get rolled. So give me Clemson minus 6.5.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, I would too.
Arizona laying 1 against Kansas.
Kansas sucks. I'll take Arizona.
Yeah, same here. I mean, UCF has played, minus the first game, UCF has played Kansas tough all year. But if UCF could do that, why can't Arizona score in Kansas? Kansas is fugazi as hell. I think a lot of people are going to like Kansas. And let's not forget, you remember who Arizona played last?
Kansas. Senior night.
Yep. Go Arizona.
Let's go Arizona. Good call. All right, guys. Good show today. Make sure to like and subscribe to Pump Fake Pod. Appreciate all you guys in the chat.
Send the Google Doc too as well.
Follow us on Twitter. Yeah, drop the Google Docs. We'll get that in there, ready to go. Appreciate all you guys. Hopefully Northern Colorado can pull this out for us all here on the comeback. You guys got any last words before we tune out of here? Make sure to, on the video, put your favorite basketball player if you haven't already. Get into the drawing for one-on-one merch for next week that we'll do on Monday. So,
yep. And 13 or 14 more points for Grand Canyon. Got to score that in the last 12 minutes, and we'll have that. We'll have that Pump Fake Pod live play. Shout out Cup of Joe. We'll hopefully we'll be able to hit that.
Also, you can follow us on TikTok now. We got a TikTok, Pump Fake Pod TikTok. So follow us at Pump Fake Pod there. If you're ever on TikTok, check us out there too as well. So just launched it.
By the way, NoCo is plus 165 live right now. They've outscored them by 7 in the second half here, and they got it to within 2.
Yeah, you're a little too late. Plus 350. Plus 350 already.
I know. I'm watching UC Davis absolutely fucking pissed on their leg right now too.
Yeah.
Good God. What was this? An 8-point half or lead at half?
Yeah, they were up a little bit like that. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate you. That's at Stooley Picks. At I don't even know how to say your handle. What's it?
I'm _money.
I'm _money, but one's capitalized, one's not.
Doesn't matter. You can just search it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like an email address. You don't have to put the dot between and the email address. Same thing.
Oh, BYU's 3.5 right now. I just watched it pop to 3.5. Oof. Do I wait and try to get something better, or do I just grab it while it's here?
While Trevor looks at the line and finds the codes and whatnot. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate all you guys in the chat. You guys are awesome. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Yeah, and then I forgot to give out the number for the money line piece. That will be plus 455 tomorrow. So we hit plus 480 or something today, plus 455 tomorrow. Thanks again. I'll drop the Google Docs. It'll be pinned below. And Virgil, in about 10 seconds, just refresh this, and then the comments below the video will be open, and you can just drop it in there. We'll get you in there.
We'll do the wheel spin on live too on Monday, so everyone can see it, see who wins as well. So.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Catch you fellers later.
Guys.